Alright guys, how's it going? So I got a really nice song for you today. I just heard this song for the first time yesterday and I really liked it. I like the vibe of it. It's very mellow, very pretty. The guy has a nice voice and I thought I'd sit down and figure it out. And I'm going to show you two different ways to play it. I'll show you exactly what he's doing on the recording and the way he plays it. And then I'll show you what I did in the intro and show you how you can add in some of the melody and just some passing tones and things like that. And then I'll show you an alternate ending you can play as well. But that's about it. Let's just go ahead and get into the intro. Alright, so I'll go ahead and just show you what he's playing on the record. So we're going to start out, it's going to be the same throughout, right? So it's just verse, chorus throughout. There's no bridge, there's no solo, there's no key changes. It's just the same over and over again. So 4 chords for the verse. You have A minor, D7, G major, and E over G sharp. Alright. Alright, so you can start out, I think he leaves out the high E string. I think he plays it during the chorus, but during the verse, I think he just strums down to the B, but you can mess around with it. So just thumb on 5 on the low E, 7 on A and D, and then G and B on 5. You can play around with the strumming pattern. You can kind of make this a little more like waltzy if you want, and kind of play the same kind of like bouncy rhythm like he does on the G if you wanted to get that. You could do that if you wanted to. That's not what he's doing. He just does that kind of on the G chord only. But so you have your A minor, 5 7 7 5 5. Then we're going to go to D7. Mute out the low E. Have 5 on A, 4 on D, 5 on G, and then 3 on the B string, and then have the open E with it. All right. So 5 4 5 3 open. Then from here we're going to go to G major, thumb on 3, mute out the A string, have 5 on D, 4 on G, 3 on B, and the open, and then mute out the high E string too, right? And here, when he gets to G, he's going to take his fingers off the D and G strings on 5 and 4 and just kind of hit them open and bounce it. Right? Because your open D and G is in your G major chord anyway, so do that twice, I think. Okay, then from G we're going to walk up to E over G sharp, have your thumb on 4 on the low E string, mute out the A, have 6 on D, 4 on G, 5 on B, and the open E. Alright, so those are your 4 chords for the verse. It doesn't change, right? So that's the whole verse. Alright, and then from there we'll get into the chorus. So let's go ahead and get into the chorus section. Alright, so for the chorus part, it's just going to be 4 chords. It'll be the same throughout. We'll just have A minor, then A diminished, G over B, and then G diminished. Alright, so we'll start out. We'll put the high E on this A. Anything you play is going to sound good though. 5 on the low E. You can play or mute out the open A. Have 7 on D, bar G, B, and E on 5. And just the strumming patterns is ba ba da 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 da. Alright, so after A minor, you can kind of slide into some of these on the D string if you want. Now he'll put his thumb in the bass on all these. It sounds better if you're playing solo, you're just strumming the chords, put the bass in. I had a bass line going, so I just thought I'd do this and kind of play some little fills and stuff out of the chords. So have your thumb on the 8th fret on the low E string, mute out the A, then bar G, B, and E on the 8th fret, and then have 10 on D with your ring finger and 10 on B with your pinky. Okay, if you don't want to do that, you can just play it from D down. And if you don't want to play that, you could play like a A diminished 7. Right, just the same chord, just one note different. You can go 7 8 7 8 D, G, B, and E if you wanted to play that instead. Alright, but he's playing this right here. Alright, so after that A diminished, we're going to walk down a half step. We're going to play G over B. Go ahead and bar G, B, and E on the 7th fret with your index finger. Have your middle finger on the 8th fret on the B string, 9th fret on the D string, and then have your thumb 7th fret on the low E and mute out the A. Okay. Then we're going to walk down a half step. We're going to play G diminished here. So have your thumb on 6th fret on the low E, mute out the A. Have it's the same shape as the one we played earlier, just 2 frets down. So you have thumb on 6 on the low E, mute out the A. Then you have 8 on D string, 6 on G, 8 on B, and 6 on the high E string. Okay, and those are your 4 chords for the chorus. Okay, and then when he gets out of it, oh, what a lovely day, what a lovely day. He's just going back from A minor, D7, G, and he just goes right back into the verse out of the chorus. So when it walks down that what a lovely day at the end of the refrain part, when you get out of those, okay, and that's the whole song, right? And it just ends. It ends just going A minor, D7, and you end on a G major. However you want to play it, right? And that's the whole song, right? So pretty short and simple and to the point if you just want to play it the way he's playing it on the record. And now I'll go ahead and show you what I did in the intro and show you how to add in some of the vocal melody, show you some different passing chords and a different way to end it. So let's go ahead and get into that. Alright, so if you want to add in some of the melody, I'll show you what I was doing in the intro there. I'm not really changing it too much. We're kind of just playing little melodies out of the chords as they change. So I'll start out the same, just playing the verse the way he does with A minor, D7, G, E over G sharp. And then when he starts singing, I'm going to play the melody between A minor and D7 and then play a melody out of the G major chord. And then every time we'll land back on this E over G sharp, and we're not going to play anything out of that, right? So it'll be like a... Wait, where am I at? Let me get into it first, right? So we'll have a... So we'll go through that. So basically all I'm doing, after you walk up from G to E over G sharp, I don't know the words, I've only heard this song like 3 times, right? So you're gonna hold down, have don't strum the low E, right? Just have the open A, 7 on D, bar G, B, and E on 5. And put your pinky down on 7 on the high E string, make it like an A minor 9. Take your pinky off and just have 7-5-5 again. Then go 8th fret on the B string while barring G, B, and E on 5. Okay, then you're going to slide your pinky back and at the same time form your D7 chord. Just bar 5th fret from A down and then have 7 on D and 7 on B. Okay, I don't know the lyrics, something like she won't be late. And I'll hit that D7, I think, with an upstroke, right? Yeah, I'll hit it with an upstroke. Okay, never smiles when, right? Whatever the lyrics are, right? And then we'll go to G. We'll go 5, 4, 3, 3. And we'll just slide some 6 out of this G major chord. So 5, 4, 3, 3. Then I'm going to slide up 5 on G and E to 7 on G and E. Hang your ring finger over the B string, mute that out. Do a down up on 7, and then a down up on 5. Then just the triad here, 4-3-3 of G. And then walk walk into your E over G sharp, 4 on the low E, mute out the A, then 6 on D, 4 G, 5 B, open E. Okay, so that'll be your first. Alright, you do that twice, repeat that again. Okay, then she's really real and typically, whatever he's saying, I don't know the lyrics, right? I'm just doing phonetically. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play out of this A minor chord here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have my thumb 5 on the low E, mute out the A, have 7 on D, and then bar D, G, and B on 5. And I'll just go back and forth between taking my finger off 7 on D to 5 on D. Okay, and then land on 5 on D, G, and B to end it. Then you can go to D7, bar 5 from A down, 7 on D and B. Okay, so that'll be that. And then I'll take my pinky on and off of 7 on B. Okay, then back to G, pulse it. Then your E over G sharp. Okay, and then the last time, we're just going to play what we played in the beginning pretty much, right? So same thing, open A, 7 D, bar G, B, and E on 5. 7 on E with your pinky, hit that, take it off. Then 8th fret on B, into your D7. Take your pinky on and off of 7 on B. Then pulse your G. Then your E over G sharp. Now when I get into the chorus, I just do this A minor to A minor 9. Just kind of the way his voice walks it up. You could just go, you could play just bar D, G, and B and E on 5 if you wanted to. But I just go 7 on D, G, B, and E on 5. Put your pinky down on the high E string. And then I just go into it. I had the bass line going, so I didn't see the need to like keep putting that in there. So you can just do the same thing, right? Just 10, 8, 10, 8. And then your G major with B on the bottom. 9, 7, 8, 7. And then we have your G diminished, 8, 6, 8, 6. And then back to your A minor, 7, 5, 5, 5. The only thing I did different here is towards the end, I'll do like the... So I'll show you that part. Everything else is the same, all the chords are the same. But basically I bar D down on 5, have 7 on D, and I'll just go... And I'll just go on and on and on and off, on and off and on and on. And then land on D, G, B, and E on 5. Almost going between like a minor to a minor 7. Okay, and then up here on this diminished, I'm just going to take my pinky on and off of 10 on B. So you have 10, 8, 10, 8. Take your pinky on and off of the B on 10th fret. And then just leave it off at the end. Okay, then when we get here, here it's like a... It's almost like you're forming like an E minor 7, but do not fret the A string at all, right? We're just playing that G over B. Just bar 7 from D down, have 9 on D, and then 8th fret on the B string. Then put your pinky 10 on E, and then you can go to 10 on B. And I just finished that. Then walk down to that G diminished. 8, 6, 8, 6. And at the end, I'm just going to walk down basically to an A7. Alright, it's a cool little change. So then we'll go from 8, 6, 8, 6 to that G diminished to this A7. I'm just going to have 7 on D, 6 on G, 8 on B, and 5 on the high E string. Okay, and then I just finish it by doing the I'll do this little ending just to have some fun, just make it kind of like this jazzy 60s like doo-wop type of thing, right? I'll just do this. Just having some fun with it. So after you do that same thing towards the end that we did over the chorus melody, right? Same little thing. Then you end it, you can just strum out that melody. Okay, then this is going to be a G diminished. It's the same chord as this, but it's basically a G diminished 7. Adding one extra note. So we'll go 5 6 5 6 D G B and E. Then walk that same pattern down a half step. That'd be your F sharp diminished. Now I'm going to slide into these. Then after your F sharp diminished, we're going to slide into C minor. 5 on D and G, 4 on B, 3 on E. Okay, then slide into D7, just your triad here. 7 5 7 D, G, and B. Okay, then we're going to go C major 7 to G major 7. Alright, so we're going to bar D, G, B, and E on 5, have 7 on the high E string. That'll be your C major 7 inversion there with G on the bottom. And then for your G major 7, we'll play this in here with D on the bottom. We'll bar 5th fret on A and D, and then bar G, B, and E on the 7th fret. Alright, so that little ending. Alright, so that's about as jazzy as I get. I just thought it kind of had that like that thing you do wonders type of vibe. I was trying to give it that kind of ending, but that's it, right? So there's not a lot to the song, but man, it's all about timing, rhythm, trying to get everything clean. Seems easy. The things that always seem the easiest usually aren't, right? So just sit there and work on it. We're playing double time, right? So if you're gonna play along to a drum beat, get a drum beat, put it at 58 beats a minute, and play double time, right? Or you can play half time at 116. I think tempo is like 115, but you can't really get 115 on a metronome when you're trying to play in halftime. So I just put a drum beat at 58 beats a minute and play double time with that. And it's really just that right hand. All right, just trying to get that. And just get the feel for it. Play along to the recording, you'll have it in no time. But yeah, man, a real pretty song. Guy has a real nice voice, and I just liked it. Wanted to sit down. I kind of heard something in my head. Thought I'd have some fun with it. But that's it, man. Hope you dig it. Just practice slow. Have fun. I'll see you next time.